Now we are going to read this bit on page 5 of the weekly. John the Baptist prepares the way. John the Baptist is the last of Israel's prophets and the one to prepare the way for Jesus. As a young man, the wilderness draws John to live in its vast open hills and listen to God in its silence. He survives in the wild on food he can find, like grasshoppers and wild honey in the beehives in the rocks. He wears skins rather than the clothes made of cloth. His lifestyle and looks make people think of another great prophet, Elijah, who lived in the 800s BC. Some people add the title, the Baptist, to John's name because he washes people in water to show they turn toward God. Some people talk about John as the voice crying in the wilderness because he can't stop preaching. Prepare the way of the Lord becomes his theme song. The same theme an earlier prophet named Isaiah preached to convince people to come back to Jerusalem from exile about 540 BC. Imagine the Baptist as a rock star. His first release to climb the charts is Change of Heart. Its chorus carries his message. It's simple as turning to see God's face. The hit brought people from the cities out into the wilderness to hear the Baptist. His second hit single gave him the name, The Voice. I'm a voice in the wilderness, a voice without doubt, a voice crying out, make way for God, a road smooth and broad, as straight as a rod, for God to lead us home. Like every prophet, John cannot keep his message inside. He must speak. He draws crowds at the Jordan River. People by the hundreds walk into the water to wash away the past and show the change of heart John challenges them to make. As the Baptist washes people in the Jordan, he wonders how many are just following the crowd. He begins singing about a friend of his, someone with more than water to offer. This someone is who the Baptist describes in his new video. The one who is coming has the Spirit to give. The one who is coming has the fire to live. The one who is coming is greater than me. The one who is coming, God's face we will see. Who do you think he's talking about? Jesus. In Jesus' time and today, the prophet sees, judges, and acts from the point of view of God. A prophet observes and listens to what is happening in the world. John the Baptist sees people superficially observing God's law in his time, but not opening their hearts and not caring for the people who are poor. John makes judgments about the people and urges them to change. He acts on his convictions. In Sunday's Gospel, John has prophetic words for his listeners. Soldiers, no need to bully fat cats, no need to hoard hot dressers, no need for 2 shirts when some have none. Respect and share. I'm just saying. Perhaps Jesus hangs out with John because this crowd is seeking God. John baptizes Jesus among those who turn to God. When Jesus hears King Herod has arrested and then beheaded John, he knows his time to preach has come. John has people ready for more, for someone greater. It says to write your own John the Baptist song based on Sunday's Gospel. So go to Luke 3:10 through 18 and write a quick little rap, rhyme, little verse, a poem. It doesn't have to be a song. I mean, I really read these more as poems than songs. So poem, song, write it, and the space is really small here. So if you want, you can go outside of the line so you can attach another piece of paper. Oh, and let's take a look at the next page. This has a whole bunch of stuff on it, and it's the part that I mentioned at the beginning, thinking about dilemmas. So what you are going to do is you are going to read the example here of a dilemma, and then you're going to think about that to yourself. This part in yellow doesn't pertain to us. This is for people in a class with like 10 kids or something, but you're at home alone. So just read the dilemma and think about the alternatives and the consequences that are listed here. Okay? And then I want you to answer some questions underneath the video about that. And when you're finished, I want you to do this portion on the final page of your weekly and work that out. So you're going to be picking a where, a what, and a who. You can pick from the ones that they have here, here, and here, or you can make your own up, your where, when, and your who. And write what the dilemma is, and I want you to write why that's a problem, and then alternatives and consequences and what the solution is for that dilemma. It can be a real dilemma, something you've really experienced or are really experiencing, and this can help you to solve it. Or it can be something completely made up. You can be an author if you want. All right. The bit on the back, little puzzle, you can do it if you want to, but you don't have to. That's up to you. If you find those kinds of puzzles fun, do it. If you don't, that's okay. The important part is that you think about the things that we talked about today, and that I see that reflected in your answers, both online and in here. Make sure you turn this into me. Make sure you get your online work done, and we will see you on the 13th, because we all have PSR, because that's the first week that we are going to be meeting together this month, because you guys are having school break. Bye.